the biggest reason why people fail. So I want to show you something right now here, and I'm going to give you an analogy on this. Let's say we're playing a game. All right, we're playing a game. And this game, let's give you some rules that a lot of people already know about. So football, right? So let's pretend it's football. So what is the goal of football? The goal of football is you have a ball and people kick it around, and the goal is to score it here or score it here and score goals. That's the whole point of football. That's the aim. So why am I telling you this? Why do people actually fail? One of the biggest reasons, because when you have a game of football, you also have people up here. And what are these people called? These people are called spectators. They're called spectators. So what happens is, if you are a spectator and you're not playing in the game, how are you ever going to score a goal? Does that make sense? So I always say this, a lot of the people who right now, especially through the whole craziness that's happening in the world right now, there's millions of people who've lost their jobs, and there's a lot of people now who can't even get into the job. So the only way right now is to start something on the side to earn you an extra income. So by the way, if you haven't seen my previous video on the 3 types of incomes, make sure you check it out on my channel and watch that, because we talked about active, passive and leveraged income. So when we are spectating, the first thing, if you want to do very, very well in life, you want to earn more money, you want to become more successful, you want to grow a successful business, then we must transition from our spectator to being in the game, right? That's the first thing we have to do. So we're going to transition from a spectator, from just watching, to actually being in that game. Now here's what happens. When we are playing in this game, we start to know there are types of rules. So the rules are, I can't pick the ball up, I can't hit people, although sometimes, football can be a contact sport. When we are looking at this, these spectators, when we are in the game, another thing we have to realize is, all right, we have to have a goal. So a lot of people, we need to know which direction we are kicking the ball in. So let's say you are playing a game, but you don't know the rules, right? And you go and you kick the ball back into your own goal. What's going to happen? You're going to score your own goal, and that's not good. You're going to lose. So once we go from spectator to playing in the game, step 2, we have to understand the rules of the game. The rules of the game are hugely important, because when you know the rules, you can bend the rules to your will. Because I was able to understand the financing rules and what was possible and what was not possible. So I understood, what brokers could do. I understood how finance was lent. I understood that you don't necessarily have to have your own money to buy property. So that's an example. I knew the rules. Now, another thing that's happening right now, because of, again, the whole craziness of what's happening with the whole, coronavirus situation, it's really put people into the fear. So what's happening is, now that we understand the rules, we need to decide, are we going to be on the defense? Are we going to hold back? Or are we going to be on the offense? Are we going to attack, or are we going to retreat? So what do you think a lot of people are doing right now? Especially with the whole fear, TV, all the uncertainty right now, people are holding back. And there are more wealthy people made in a recession. So we have to find out, what are the opportunities and what can we tackle? And once we go from spectating to playing in the game and we start understanding the rules, we then must attack it full on. Let me give you an example. Like marketing right now, if you've ever spent money online to market your business or service, in the past it's been extremely expensive, but now it's getting easier and easier and easier, because the technology got easier. But now, because of millions of businesses will go out of business and millions of people will lose their jobs all around the world, that means less and less people are spending money online, which means for you, it's a huge opportunity. Because now what used to cost you, $10 a lead, you might be paying $1 a lead, or a fraction of the price. It'll cost you a fraction of the price to go and find your ideal clients. And so this is why I use this as an analogy, so we understand, if we're playing the game of life, we want to be more successful, then we must stop saying, I'm going to do it, and then you never do it, to actually start doing it. So you start making mistakes, you start getting the rules, and then instead of retreating, you always want to be quite aggressive and start attacking. Because if you never attack, if you never even attempt to score the goal, no goals will be scored. So we have to balance that. But I just wanted to teach this lesson, because I've been receiving so many messages from people going from here to here and just being frozen and stuck. So we must take massive action if you want to get results. Again, if you found this useful, do me a favor, like, comment, share, leave me some of the comments that you've got about this and how, if you've experienced this before. And also, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the follow button, and follow me on social media so you don't miss out on all the new content. This is John Lee, the author of Business Hack. Bye for now.